Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Throwback Thursday on this channel, where we talk about a little bit of movie news and then give you a throwback movie that somehow relates to it. Today we have to talk about this Nightmare on Elm Street rumor that took the internet by storm today. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so you might have seen it in your post talking about Rob Zombie is set to direct a show for HBO Max where Freddy Krueger is getting an origin story where DJ Qualls is playing him. Now, this is insane on a couple different levels. Because if this was true, you would instantaneously know about it. You would have been shown some sort of interview with Rob Zombie. You would have been shown some sort of trailer by now because it is scheduled to come out in October. And we haven't heard anything about it. That right there kind of tells you exactly everything you need to know. If something is said to come out that's this big of a franchise, that has this many fans attached to it, and you haven't heard a single thing about it, then chances are it's too good to be true. Think about the Friday the 13th Crystal Lake series. We've been hearing about this for a while now. We've been hearing it's coming out, and we don't know whether or not it will ever actually see the light of day, although filming is set to start, according to all the sources. So if filming is set to start, at least you do have movement on that thing. And look at that, because now you have movement on it, and you have information that came out. With this, you have no information that came out. There is no record of anybody filming this. And as far as we know, the Craven family did not okay Freddy Krueger to anyone yet. So the simple fact of the matter is that this was always going to just be a prank. This was something that somebody did as a prank. And that person was Yoda BBYABY. They have dozens of these types of things on their site. They have it to where they have a bunch of different movie posters for fake movies that are sequels. And some of them are really funny and some of them look really serious. Now, would I be opposed to this movie ever coming out? No, not really, because actually, other than the fact that I can't see DJ Qualls being Freddy Krueger, I could actually see someone coming in to play Freddy Krueger. I could actually see a scenario in which Rob Zombie would direct and write it. But that's the thing here. In order for that to happen, you would have to know about it already. You would have been told a long time ago that this project was coming. It has more than 50,000 reactions and 20,000 comments. So you can only imagine how many times this has been posted across the internet in this short amount of time for it to gain that much traction. But the guy who made it did it as a joke. Now, it's got a good tagline too. It's got a good premise. I would actually see this. It says, a 10-part series based on Freddy Krueger, a character from the Nightmare on Elm Street, titled Fred, will be streaming on HBO Max. And you know, it's kind of this little origin story. We'll see how he becomes Freddy Krueger. Sign me up. But, of course, it's not real. And I would even be okay with Rob Zombie directing it. But if you are seeing this post and you are seeing it floating around your social media page, just know that sometimes you do have to read the article, because a lot of people are resharing this and starting to tell you that it's true when it is not. You would have heard about it, definitely. Rob Zombie's name attached to it would have made it top page news on all the big media sites. And that should tell you right there. It's been posted on none of these. No big sites have picked this up because it's simply not true. There's no movie, there's no series. But if this changes ever, we will keep you informed on this channel. However, let me tell you what isn't made up. Our throwback movie of the week. And what is our throwback movie of the week? Well, it's Nightmare on Elm Street from 2010, the remake of the original Nightmare on Elm Street film. Now, this film is a bit divisive because people either loved it or hated it. It suffered from the remake syndrome of having people that wanted to change the movie drastically. Now, when you take all of that and you just look at it as a horror movie, I don't think it's all that terrible. It isn't the best movie that you will ever see, but if you are looking for something a little bit scary, something that's a little bit different, if you've seen all the other Nightmare on Elm Street films, and I'm going to recommend right here that if you haven't seen those, you definitely watch those way before you watch the remake. But we're talking about the remake because of this parody post that has been going viral. Because essentially this movie, Nightmare on Elm Street from 2010, did exactly what this series says it's supposed to do. It took the whole premise of Freddy Krueger. Now, it didn't supply an origin story for Freddy Krueger. It picked up the same way as before. However, they changed a lot of the characters and everything, and I think that really did hurt the film. The acting in the movie is okay. The guy who plays Freddy Krueger does a pretty good job. His name is Jackie Earl Haley, and he has been around for a long time. He played in Watchmen. He was a child star. He actually was in Bad News Bears a long, long time ago. He has grown into an actor that's sort of a character actor that you can expect to see anywhere at any time. And that's not a bad spot for him to be. The rest of the cast all does a fair job with Rooney Mara, Katie Cassidy, Kyle Gallner, Thomas Dekker, and Kellen Lutz. Now, what it actually failed to do is capture the same magic as the original. And any fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies will probably tell you that. However, as remakes go, it may not be the best. But if you have watched all the other Nightmare on Elm Street films and you're still in need of something to watch, then I highly recommend this one because it does have its moments. It basically starts off with a guy dying at a diner. And then we find out that he was having nightmares. Of course, his friends all been having the same nightmares. So from there, it kind of follows suit to the regular Freddy Krueger that we're used to. But as a sequel, as a reboot, it did sort of take chances. And maybe some of these chances didn't pay off as well as they thought they would. And if you haven't seen the Nightmare on Elm Street remake from 2010, I highly recommend you check it out just out of curiosity. And let me know what you think. Did you enjoy the film if you saw it? And if not, what was your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street film? We want to hear from you guys, so make sure you leave us a comment in the comment box below. Share this video with all of your friends. They're going to want to be a part of the conversation as well. Don't forget to hit that like button. It's free. It helps the channel. We appreciate it. Miko says we need more subscribers. You don't want to disappoint Miko, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. Then at the end of the day, friends, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.